I do have to join the growing cry out into the wilderness and say, I hate flip-flops. And not the Obama flip-flops, where he says that he's going to side with the people, but instead votes for a bill that gives amnesty to the telecommunication companies that illegally tap my phone so I can't sue them anymore. I just have to bend over and take it. I mean, that makes him a flip-flopping freedom fucking asshole, but for this purpose and this rant, I hate the shoes. Now, I understand that sometimes you have to get from point A to point B, and you want a comfy shoe. So whatever happened to like a short skirt and those nurse's shoes that as soon as you got to your office, you took them off and you put on the real sexy high-heeled one that you just sat with all day long instead of the scrubby, grungy old flip-flops. I've seen people wear flip-flops to a wedding, both to sit in the pew and to walk down the aisle with. Flip-flops on a date. Flip-flops just walking around the city, getting your feet all grungy and your heels all hard and calloused like a horse's. And then, because of little things that come up in between, they're separating your feet, making them look like a little claw, like the creature from the Black Lagoon. And you say, but Q, they're just really comfy. Well, that's no excuse. Sweatpants are really comfy too, but that doesn't make them acceptable forms of outerwear in the general public. I don't care if your ass does say juicy across it, and then it's true. I'm going to find you and your juicy ass all bent over at the Target frozen food section. So don't be surprised when I also want to see if the goods match the label. And I'll have that easy access because you chose not to wear pants that have a button on it. What your flip-flops say about you isn't that you like to be comfy, it's that you're lazy. And by definition, you give bad head. Because if you're too lazy to put on a pair of shoes and an actual pair of pants, you're definitely not going the extra mile on the half-yard stick. Definitely not. So, I've got to look down at your old sweatpant juicy ass with your blackened hobbit claws coming out the ends of your sweatpants as you're giving just lazy bad head. And then you tell me because they're 2 inches thick, they're a heel. No, they're not. I know sexy high heels. I've been to plenty of strip clubs, and a 2-inch piece of styrofoam is not a sexy high heel. Or if they're bejeweled so they sparkle in the sunlight, that doesn't mean they're cool either. You know what that means? It means you watched too much late-night QVC, you got a bedazzler, you didn't know what to do, so you stuck them on your styrofoam shoes. But Quentin, I paid $50 for those. You know what that means? You paid too much. And all those flip-flops are doing is just filling up space in the landfills. So thank God we got rid of all those styrofoam containers that we used to put our Big Macs in because we needed room for your lazy-ass flip-flops to go in. So thanks. I can't hold my sandwich. It just falls like that because it's this flimsy little cardboard, and I can't even have the hot on one side, cold on the other. Can't even have that anymore. Why? We need room in the landfills for your stupid-ass flip-flops. That's what for. So you can't walk in them. So every girl's like, oh, but they're so comfortable, and you're doing this slide, shuffle, stomp thing, and it doesn't look sexy. Not sexy at all. At least if you can't walk in heels and you stop, then you kind of look cool because you've got but you stop in flip-flops and you just look like, what happened to my trailer? What, did it burn down? That's what it does. If you need air to breathe for your toes, why not put on a pair of sandals? And please, no socks. And would it kill you to get a pedicure? If you're gonna show your feet out, maybe they shouldn't be all like nasty and, the little French things. And for the little tail, just a little, color on the little fella. Just to show me that you're thinking. Whatever happened to dressing to go out? To having pride in what you wear and saying, this is me and all my outward appearance, for better or worse, this is what I've got, and I'm going out into the world, and I'm ready to be judged. Because we are judging you. And just you can say, oh, don't judge me, I'm going to wear what I want, I'm going to be comfortable. Well, it just makes it a lot easier for me to judge, and I can go on to somebody more entertaining, but not today. Today, I'm talking about you and your flip-flops, because I hate your nasty, gritty, 12 fungus-growing, web-toed looking, smelly, stinky, slimy, untouchable, unlickable feet and flip-flops.